I'm Anastasia Hull. I am 24 years old. I was on my way to work this one morning, so I actually have to take a taxi to town centre, but I have to walk quite far, and I have to leave like extremely early, so it was extremely dark. So I left at 6 o'clock, I remember, because my alarm went off as I walked out the house. As I was approaching the corner, this guy came around, and then he came up to me and then took out the gun, and before I could react to anything, I was laying on the floor, and he grabbed my bags and he ran off. And then I was just laying there and I was screaming, and then my mother came running, and so he shot me in my stomach. It was on the right side, just below my boob area. I was laying there for about like 45 minutes before the ambulance actually came. I only went into surgery like after 12, like something to 1. So I was in constant pain that entire time. They had to transfer me from a different hospital, and I was in a lot of pain. I didn't pass out to anything. I was just awake. Finally, I went into surgery after a lot of happenings, and then I woke up later, like the evening side. I was in hospital for like a week or so, and then I had a few setbacks when I was at home. I constantly had back pain, and they couldn't find the bullet at all. So I had a laparotomy, so they cut me right down, and then they fixed my liver, and then they also put a drain in as well to drain some leakage from the liver. And then they admitted me, and then they found that the bullet was lodged in my spine. So then I had to have another operation on my back. The doctor came to me, but I knew in my heart something is wrong, something is not right, because I came home and then I had these pins and needles in my legs all the time, and it was just weird. And I couldn't walk for like a minute without having to stop and like catch my breath. And then it was just so difficult, and I even went to work in that time. They only put me up for like 3 weeks, I think. The doctor came to me and told me if the bullet had to move like a centimeter to the left, I would have been completely paralyzed. And it was so hard for me to like understand what was happening at the time. I just burst out crying, and I couldn't believe it. It was like an entire process of going through all of this. When this guy shot me, there was just a hole, and there was no blood coming out, nothing. It was just a hole. It wasn't bleeding at all. And when the ambulance came, they saw that there was something stuck in there, and it was my bra wire that was stuck in the hole. So my bra wire, according to the doctors, my bra wire saved my life, because I'm actually not sure why, but if I looked at it, that when the bra wire went in, I started bleeding out, which I think is a good thing, and it punched through my liver, and I had a few broken ribs as well. And the thing that I felt the first, like when I fell down, was I felt pain in my back, and I complained about it all the time. And when I got home after everything, I wanted to check my clothing. I wanted to see if the bullet sort of damaged my bra or whatsoever. I checked my bra like completely, and it was my favorite bra. I loved it so much. I checked that, saw that the wire is out. So now I was trying to find the hole or the damage. I looked at it, I looked around it, and there was no damage, there was no hole, there was nothing. So there's no logical explanation for how the wire got caught in my in that hole. How did this all happen? How is it possible? And then I realized that it was all God that that deepest. Like he went through the extra mile to, to save me, because I mean, he's clearly not done. I still have a lot of purpose that I need to fulfill. I couldn't do anything for myself. I couldn't wash for myself, and that was hard for me, because I'm a very independent type of person. Like, I do everything on my own. I go everywhere and on my own, and I do things for myself. Whatever I need, I get it done. That's how I was. But then when this happened, it was some sort of setback as well for me in that regard. And it was so hard, like not being able to put on your own socks, not being able to pick up a top that fell down that you need. It was just like, it was hard, but I had a lot of support as well, but like, people ask me about it, and they say that I'm so strong, because of everything that I went through, and yeah, I am. I guess I am strong, especially for the fact that I didn't pass out to anything, and that, that I'm still here and I'm still sane. I'm grateful that I'm here and that I'm able to share my story. It can't rain every day, and that the sun is going to shine again. And it was raining that day when it happened, and the day I came out of hospital, it was very shiny, sunny outside, and I'm doing much better now without my brace. I am going for physio now. I still can't feel the skin on my back, like my lower back where they did the operation. But I'm doing a lot better. I'm back to wearing my heels, so I'm really happy. I got home, and then it happened in my road. So, and then I just saw it was dark as well when I got home, and then I just saw it, and then I just I just burst into tears, and I couldn't take it anymore, and I cried in front of my entire family, and then afterwards I felt better about it, and I think it's what I needed at the time to do, and it's been a hectic journey. I had to wear a brace for like 3 months. It was so tough. I had to go to work. I had to, there's a lot of things that I had to do, like, because I couldn't get out of bed like a normal person. I could only lay still on my back at the time, because I couldn't do anything without my brace, because my surgeon said that it might have some sort of effect regarding my healing process, and I had to like turn on my side and then get up straight with help with my arms, and then as soon as I'm sitting up straight on my bed, I have to put on my brace. I have a lot of triggers, all the time, every day, and when I hear those kind of things, it's so hard for me to hear, because I mean, no one deserves that kind of thing to happen, and we don't understand why these kind of things happen. And then when we get through those kind of things, we are said to be strong and fearless, I guess, but I think it's so unfair. The person that inspires me, that's always inspired me, is my godmother. She is one of the most independent women I've ever known, and she always encourages me to do my best, and that she says that She believes that we as women, we don't need like men in our lives to become something. And I'm not disregarding your presence. She means that you should be able to stand on your own 2 feet, whether they are there or not. And I love that about her. Another one is my best friend. She is amazing. She has a work ethic that I've never seen in my life. She works extremely hard, and I'm so proud of her. Everything that she has now, she has worked for. Another person is my mother. She, we never used to be close, but then after this whole thing happened, she she was there all the time, and I really appreciate how she loves people. When she loves someone, she will do anything for them, and I admire her a lot for that, because in my opinion, the more you love, the more you are able to get hurt, and to do that you have to be extremely strong. Don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you. I stand by that, and I've been standing by that my entire life.